Hello, my name is Kevin Gibbs, and in this video, you're going to learn 3 secrets to become a better basketball player mentally. I hear a lot of coaches, trainers, and parents saying the game is mental, the game is mental, the game is mental, right? I guess they say that the game is 90% mental and 10% physical, right? Or even you could say 80% mental, 20% physical, whatever one that you decide, whatever ratio that you decide. Either way, the point I'm trying to make is that there's a lot more that goes into the mental side than it goes into the physical side. But I don't see a lot of coaches, training, and parents or leaders in the basketball realm teaching how to develop the mental side, right? If we don't know how to develop the mental side, then we can't say that we're going to get better mentally, right? And that's 90%. So I see most people, working on the physical, which is great. Like you got to do your drills, you got to be conditioned, you got to be physically ready to perform. Like that's no doubt about that. But even if you maximize all your gifts and your talents and your abilities, and you do everything physically, you're still only going to get 10% of your potential. So you're only reaching 10% of your capabilities. So how do we unlock that 90%? How do you unlock that 90%? I mean, by unlocking that 90%, right, it could change dramatically. It could change your game dramatically. It could take you from being on the end of the bench, barely getting any playing time, to becoming a productive player on your team. Like if you are on the bench, it could put you into a starting position, right? If you already a starter, it could take your game to another level, make you like the best player on your team. Best player in your school, best player at your position, best player in your city, your state, the country, right? It depends on where you at. But these secrets is guaranteed to improve your game, right? And I'll tell you a quick story how I used to do very, very good in all the big games, and I didn't even know what I was doing, right? Until I learned one day from my college coach what I was doing. When I was growing up, I felt like I had a lot of pressure to perform. A lot of coaches wanted me to perform, like, score points and do good, make sure that we win. And, at that time I was just playing and I didn't understand the significance of it. I never thought of myself as a star. I was just balling, trying to compete with the rest, right? But I used to get nervous a lot. I used to get very nervous, especially in the big games. I used to get nervous, get a lot of butterflies. Usually it didn't happen, but it always happened for some reason during the big games because I felt a lot of pressure to, be successful, right? I didn't want to let everybody down. I didn't want to let myself down. So I used to just sit there and whether it's in the locker room or, I started young, didn't even know what I was doing. And I would just visualize myself, grabbing rebounds, running down the court, scoring points, locking my man up on defense, just doing all the things that I wanted to do and doing it at a high level. And it would ease me. It would ease those anxieties. It would ease the tension. And I found as I look back, I found I always played very, very good in those big games. And I contribute that basically to that technique, right? And so there's three exercises that you need to do to develop the 90% and start to develop in the 90%. Start conditioning your mind so you can tap into that unlock, and you can unlock that 90% mental, right? And the first thing I want to tell you about is visualization, right? Well, I just spoke a little bit about visualization, right? So you can visualize every day before, you want to start getting in a good habit, whether you go to sleep or whether you wake up. You could do all these exercises when you wake up, when you go to sleep, throughout the day, anytime that you want to do it, right? It's just like working out. Mental muscles are developed the same way that physical muscles are developed. So you got to stay on it, right? Or you don't want, or you get flabby muscles, right? Or you be out of shape mentally, right? You don't want to do that. We're trying to develop. We're trying to develop that undeveloped 90%, right? So visualization, right? All you have to do is close your eyes and visualize all the things that you want to do. If you're a point guard, visualize dishing the ball to the people, getting assists, getting rebounds, leading the team. Shooting guard, visualize, shooting shots. I mean, whatever position that you're in, getting rebounds, running the floor, listening to the coach, making that championship, making that game-winning shot, knocking down free throws. I mean, that visualization works very good for free throws because, free throws is just concentration. It'll help you stay in your zone because your mind doesn't know the difference between something that you visualize and something that actually happens, right? So what you want to do is keep replicating that success, right? Because repetition is the mother of mastery. So in order for you to master something, just imagine you could take 1,000 shots on the court, but think about you could take 1,000,000 shots in your head, and you just working on your form, seeing what you need to do, and that's how you're creating muscle memory, right? You're creating your muscle memory more effective, and you're getting it more better for you by going into your mental realm, going to the mental side. Like we're talking about how you get better mentally, how you become a better basketball player mentally, right? And that's 90% of the game. So you must visualize your success. Visualize all the success. Visualize it running hard. Visualize not getting tired, right? And the second thing we talk about is affirmation, right? Affirmation is verbally out loud. You need to say the things that you want to do. I am a great basketball player. I get 10 rebounds a game. I get 10 assists a game. I score 20 points a game, right? Things of that nature. And you could break it down however you want to break it down, but you must say out loud and say confidently and aggressively every day, multiple times a day. Do reps. I am a great basketball player 10 times, 100 times, 200 times, right? Whatever you feel your strengths and your weaknesses, but first write down your strengths and your weaknesses, confess your strengths, and then rewire and reprogram your weaknesses, right? And put more positive affirmations in front of those weaknesses so that you're strengthening up those weaknesses, right? And that's a part of the verbal reps. So you got mental reps through the visualization, and then you got the verbal reps of affirmation, right? And then the third one that you have is you got visualization, affirmation, and you also have what's the third one? Yeah, you have visualization, affirmation, and make ball is life, right? I always say ball is life, but is life ball, right? So you have to think ball on an everyday basis, like, right? You want to make it a part of your life, whether you watching TV, whether you going out, hanging out with your friends, you're eating dinner. You want to constantly be thinking about how does life relate to the game, and how does the game relate to life, right? You want to start conditioning your mind and think basketball all the time. You want to think like the coaches think. You want to think like the trainers think. You want to think like the players think, right? You want to think like your teammates think, right? You want to know yourself. So you want to make ball as your life. Like, you know what I mean? You don't want to just be confined to the time that you work out, the only time you're thinking about ball, right? You got 24 hours in a day. If you constantly thinking, taking mental reps, doing visualization, right? This is going to highly increase your productivity. It's going to highly increase your chances of succeeding as a basketball player, right? Because most blockages that we have as basketball players is mental, right? So we want to get over those mental humps and those mental funks, right? And this is going to enhance your consistency, okay? So if you like anything that I said in this video, please like, share, subscribe. If you're in the Raleigh Triangle area and you're looking for a basketball trainer, a basketball coach, or basketball mentor, you could reach out to me. You could get in contact with me in the comments below. You can email me. My number is 914-447-7697. You could reach out, text me, and we can get some basketball training, development going. I've successfully helped hundreds and thousands of athletes improve their game, get a basketball scholarship. Some go to professional level, and some just make their high school basketball team. And most importantly, they all become better in life, and they understand on this mental side, right? So if you're a parent that's looking to get their kids into something that's going to positively affect your child's life, like I said, I got basketball training and basketball mentoring going on in the Raleigh, North Carolina, and Triangle area, right? So please like, share, subscribe if you've been enlightened and educated at all, and thank you very much.